Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 402. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, and I'm glad you could join me today. Well, we'll see how this episode might be in cuts. But such is life, it shouldn't be too crazy. He is still attached to me after going on a walk. It was a very exciting walk. I concluded at some point that I don't need to climb any higher. Oh, well, no, I ended up walking out of the neighborhood and then tried to find the easier way back in, which worked out. There's still some essence of strawberry in this. So we'll see how it goes. I think as long as he's cozy and cuddled, we'll probably stay asleep, so whatever. Well, there are definitely signs of wakefulness. Probably gonna get baby squeaks, but I've used up all of my coffee for the day, so I am drinking some strawberry green tea that has been hanging out in the tea stash for quite some time. I think I drank through all of it, but my husband had kept a stash at work, but he seldom ever drinks caffeinated tea anyways, so here would it be. As a result, I end up drinking most of the caffeinated tea in the house, and I drink way more coffee than tea. Oh, such is life. So, in exciting news, I have finished a sleeve. Would it be? We managed to have a couple. Is that true? We had one good night, at least. Would it be? So it'd be the case where my in-laws were in town, so I was able to what would it be? Outsource some of the baby holding duty and some of the cooking duty to them while they were staying here. What would it be? And I think we have just one more guest to go, and then I think it'll be quiet for a while, and I can resume occupying this room as I previously did. So that is the story there. But yeah, no, I have two sleeves, and actually I need to probably get them unfurled again. So I concluded that it would probably work better if I had them just sort of tucked inside the sweater, though the sweater isn't quite big enough to protect them for the time being. But two sleeves, the same length, and some weird pulled stitch, but it's better now. So I still need to weave in ends, but it's looking pretty good. Not a whole lot of rows on the ribbing. I might end up doing a little bit more ribbing on the bottom whenever I get to that point. But yeah, so Donner, Elizabeth, Dorothy. That seems like it had the right syllables and sound in the right places, right? We've got some angry baby faces and angry baby snuffles. Well, those aren't baby snuffles. Baby snuffles. I'm assuming he's gonna wake up hungry. He's making little I'm hungry faces. Aren't you, Mr. Danville? Little baby hungry faces. Oh well, whatever, such is life. His eyes aren't actually open yet, so. But we'll see. other question is whether or not I can get away with recording the podcast with what would it be? Not having it be plugged in. Yeah, I'm making little happy baby snuffles, probably increasing in intensity. Oh, we tried to have him as a featured guest. Yeah, big yawn. We do not have the back cam so that you can see all of his ridiculous and waking up facial expressions, because there are so many ridiculous waking up facial expressions. No, not having it. Alright, we'll take a pause. So, we've had an outfit change. I haven't had an outfit change, but I probably should have. The tea isn't hot anymore, but it probably is very thoroughly steeped. And we have a fairly awake little baby going on here with hiccups. So, not too crazy. Doesn't seem like he's in too bad of a mood. So, only some chance of destruction. We've got a burp cloth with spit up on it. Yeah, we've got all the good stuff. We've got all the good stuff. Everything. So, whatever. We'll keep on keeping on. It'll be fine. Once he's made it to hiccup stage, he tends to be pretty good. Or doesn't seem to be inconsolably hungry or that sort of nonsense. So, whatever. We'll make it work. Maybe slightly interesting finishing the podcast. So, after I finished the sleeves of Donner, I did actually take the time to weigh the remaining yarn, and I had actually passed the halfway point on the project, so my little progress keeper on the blog will now reflect this reality. As you do. So, what would it be? So it'd be the case where it looks like I have knit about 160 grams into the project, and so I have 130 left to go, and that was a little bit ago, so it's not terrible. And now that I'm sort of in the stage where I'm just working in the round until I run out of will or yarn. So that's not too crazy. So what would it be? But like, it's going to be fairly straightforward knitting. I actually ended up finishing up because the pattern has 5 rows of stockinette and 3 rows of pattern. So I just finished a pattern row on our little walk around the neighborhood. So I feel like that's like next level playing or whatever. Because I was able to knit and walk. So I may need to do this again in the future because he's pretty much conked out the whole time. So stick him in the wrap and he's like, "You're not awake." He's very awake right now though. Very awake right now. And what would it be? I would say, like, when it comes to the baby knitting, I'm pretty happy with the vest I ended up receiving, making good use of hats, making good use of blankets, but based on how dedicated he is to the no sock lifestyle, like there really is no point at all in knitting baby socks. No point at all. So I will use commercial socks and call that good. I had thought about it. I'd also thought about making those little mitts, but it seems like I'm able to keep on top of the baby pedicure to prevent extreme scratches. No, well, not too crazy. So, so there's hope that I will actually be able to finish the project, which is pretty festive and exciting. Yeah, it's very festive and exciting. So, let's see, what else? And I have started a new plan when it comes to keeping on top of the spinning. I don't know. Make sure my computer doesn't go asleep. So in order to keep making forward progress on my spindle project, I am doing a tandem approach right now. So unfortunately, what would it be? So it'd be the case where I have my the half of the fiber that has the Voyager batlings and that I'm doing on my wheel, and then I have the half of the fiber that I'm doing on my spindle with the Gandalf batlings, and all of them have my Blurple Angora Merino blended in with them. So you are quite fascinated, aren't you? Quite fascinated. So let's see. But I did conclude that I had gone long enough with my spindle project. Bless you. 4 sneezes. Crazy. So what we have going on here is the spindle project with the Gandalf, and somewhere deep within is the little cup I ended up making of that. Let's see if we can't. Oh yeah, we can fish it out. So this is 39 grams of the project so far, so a little bit more than a quarter of the total. And I'm working on my first little ball of fluff, here. So when I'm finished spinning this ball of fluff, I'll put a new ball of fluff on the wheel. And I'll just randomly pull from this bag and all of its delightful blue wonder and happiness. So, and how it's ending up spinning up is the impression of it is so blue. It's quite striking. So, but we are not in a good place to showcase this. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better. There we go. So it's looking a little dull. It is sort of gray and gross here today. Would it be water's falling from the sky, and that's pleasant, but it's probably like trace amounts of rainfall. So that is the story there, is that by taking this tandem approach, I can get a little bit done on the wheel, switch to the spindle for a while. It sort of keeps me motivated on both projects, which is lovely. Whatever. I am just amused that I've decided to podcast in the most lucid part of his day. I know, it's crazy. So that's my trick, and I think I'm going to be sticking to it for a while, because that seems to be what ends up working out the best, is doing that. So that means I'm getting the spindle project done, I'm getting the wheel project done, everything's moving forward. The wheel project may not be moving forward as fast as it would have otherwise, but considering how much travel I'm planning to do in the near future, it's approximately 0. So that seems to be working out decently. But what would it be? It'd be the case where it's nice to be able to make progress on it. But no, it's very exciting. Very exciting. So, what would it be? And I would say the other thing sort of, whatever, but buzzing around my mind is, would it be? It'd be the case where, starting today is the beginning of Stitches West. I will not be attending this year. A, because it would actually probably involve an overnight stay, which is, would it be, not in the cards for me right now. We're still working on day trips. But that's fine. And then, ooh, happy baby noises. But is the case where I am, what would it be, like pondering which way I want to break on the question of other such things. So it'd be the case like, do I want to, or it'd be the case where I'm just trying to figure out if I want to, what I want more. As you do. Or it'd be the case where I can let the random number generator decide for me. That is a possibility, because right now waitlist signups are open for SSK. So I was wondering about that. And it would be the case where that's sort of like far enough along where it would be possible to put together a trip like that. But yeah, we'll have to figure something out. Let's see. So I may end up putting my name in the hat, and if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end of the world. Apparently there's all sorts of very interesting things to see in this room, because we have not spent a lot of time in this room in the past couple of weeks. But who knows, it might just be really good contrast with the blue chair. Yeah, it's pretty wild, huh? Uh-oh, it's the hungry baby head. I swear I have fed him recently. Oh, silliness. So, we're still figuring stuff out here, but whatever. We're trying. It's probably time to try tummy time. Yeah. He's on the hunt. He doesn't seem to be too displeased, so it's not too crazy. Oh yeah, no, there's the mirror there. Very exciting. So, but what would it be? Babies wait for no one. Babies do not care. They don't know that you can get to them soon. They need you right now. Boop. So, not too crazy. Yeah. Yeah, no, my shirt is in the way. So, with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.